Hello students, welcome you all in this course of supply chain and management, and this subject is going to be taught in the third semester of MBA. And in this subject I will teach you that what is supply chain management, what are the components of supply chain and management, and what are the different applications of supply chain and management. Beside all these, I am also going to take you to the next level of supply chain and management. So firstly, I would like to introduce you about supply chain and management. Before introducing about supply chain, I would like to introduce myself. I am Deepak Sharma, assistant professor in mechanical engineering department. So what is supply chain and management? Actually, supply chain and management is the management of flow of goods and services, and includes all processes that transform raw materials into final products. It involves the active streamlining of a business supply side activities to maximize customer values and gain a competitive advantage in the marketplace. Supply chain and management represents an effort by supplier to develop and implement supply chain that are as efficient and economical as possible. Supply chain covers everything from production to product development to the information system needed to direct these undertakings. So this is a brief introduction about what is supply chain and management. Now, in this video, we will discuss about these points. Firstly, I will tell you what are the prerequisites of this subject. Actually, prerequisite is the pre-knowledge that you must have before studying this subject. Secondly, I will tell you about the real life examples related to supply chain and management. What is the scheme of this subject? What is the syllabus? In syllabus, I will tell you that what topics are there in this subject. Activity, what activity is going to perform in this subject. Course objectives, learning outcomes, research scope, and references. So these are the points under which I am going to discuss in this video. So what are the prerequisites of the subject? So before studying this subject, the student must have knowledge about some points, as you all are management students. So these terms are very well known to you all, that what is cash, what is value, and what is the information. Second one, use of mathematical model. Actually, these mathematical models are necessary in order to solve some numericals related to supply chain and management. Likewise, the topic is there, that is economical order quantity. In that economical order quantity, there are various models of EOQ, and there are various numericals that we are going to solve by using these models. So a student must have knowledge about what is mathematical models and how to solve these mathematical models. The third thing is that management concept. As you all are management students, these management concepts are very well known to you all. आउटसोर्सिंग द बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट्स। एक्चुअली बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट जो आप लोगों ने पहले प्रीवियस सेमेस्टर्स में हमने थोड़ा बहुत पढ़ा है, उसी को अपन यहाँ से आगे कंटिन्यू करेंगे। अब रियल लाइफ एग्जांपल्स की बात करते हैं, तो एक एग्जांपल यहाँ पर है, अमेजन का एग्जांपल यहाँ पर दिया है, अमेजन एंड ई कॉमर्स प्लेटफॉर्म। एक्चुअली आपके पहले क्या होता है, एक बहुत अच्छी कंपनी थी, यू ऑल हैव मस्ट आइडिया अबाउट दैट इज वॉलमार्ट। Walmart क्या था? Walmart was the world's largest retailer in the last decade, but actually Amazon have overtaken the Walmart. Why it has overtaken the Walmart? Why Amazon have overtaken the Walmart? Because of its good and better supply chain and management activities, they have overtaken Walmart. और होता क्या है कि जैसे सप्लाई चेन एंड मैनेजमेंट जो टोटल रिलेटेड होता है फ्रॉम द वेरी डेवलपमेंट ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट, फ्रॉम द अर्लियर स्टेज ऑफ प्रोडक्शन, तो उससे क्या होता है कि अगर कोई कंपनी इफेक्टिवली उसको बेस्ट व्यवहार करती है तो क्या करते हैं, काफी प्रोडक्टिविटी उसकी क्या हो जाती है, इंक्रीज हो जाती है। जैसे अगर अपन डिस्कस करें सप्लाई चेन के बारे में, तो अगर अपने दिमाग में क्वेश्चन आता है कि हाउ सप्लाई चेन मैनेजमेंट वर्क्स, ये किस तरह से वर्क करता है, तो टिपिकली सप्लाई चेन मैनेजमेंट attempts to centrally control or link the production, shipment, and distribution of a product. By managing the supply chain, companies are able to cut excess cost and deliver product to the consumer faster. This is done by keeping tighter control of internal inventories, internal production, distribution, sales, and the inventories of the company vendors. Supply chain and management is based on the idea that nearly every product that comes to the market results from the effort of various organizations that make up a supply chain. Although supply chains have existed for ages, most companies have only recent paid attention to them as a value add to their operation. In supply chain management, the supply chain manager coordinates the logistic of all aspects of the supply chain, which consist of five parts. So there are five parts. What are the five parts? First part is the plan or strategy. Second one is the source. The source may be of raw material or services. Third is the manufacturing. Manufacturing is basically focused on productivity and efficiency, delivery and logistics, the return system for defective or unwanted products. The supply chain manager tries to minimize shortage and keep costs down. The job is not only about logistics and purchasing inventory. According to some websites, supply chain managers make recommendations to improve productivity, quality, and efficiency of operation. Improvement in productivity and efficiency go straight to the bottom line of a company and have a real and lasting impact. Good supply chain management keeps companies out of the headlines and away from expensive recalls and lawsuits. A supply chain is the connected network of the individuals, organizations, resources, activities, and technologies involved in the manufacture and sale of a product or service. A supply chain starts with the delivery of raw materials from a supplier to the manufacturer and ends with the delivery of finished product or services to the end consumer. Supply chain management oversees each touch point of a company's product or service from initial creation to the final sale, with so many places along the supply chain that can add value through efficiencies or lose values through increased expenses. Proper supply chain management can increase revenue, decrease cost, and impact a company's bottom line. So these are some important aspects of supply chain and management. Now, uh, let us come back to the scheme of this subject. So, the scheme of this subject is, the subject code is MBA 301, as it is the very first subject of the third semester. Subject name already I have told you, that is supply chain and management. And the total marks of this subject is of 100 marks, and it is divided into 30 and 70. Internal marks are of 30 marks and external will be of 70, that is your theory paper. Here, internal marks are further divided into midterm mark, activity marks, and internal marks. Internal viva as well as your performance in the class. Now there are three terms, L, T, and P. L is the term of lectures. So in a week there will be 3 theory lectures, 1 tutorials, and there will be no practical. As I am from engineering side, so in some subjects of our engineering, almost 80 to 90% of our subject in engineering have practicals, but in your case there is no practical. Now the syllabus, let us come to the syllabus of this subject. Actually in this subject there are 4 units. First one is introduction, second one is the logistic management, third one is the inventory management, and fourth one is the recent issues in supply chain and management. In the first unit of introduction, we will discuss about the basic concept and philosophy of supply chain and management, essential features, various flows of cash, value and information, key issues in supply chain and management, and benefits and case examples. So these will be the topics in first unit. In second unit, that is of logistic management, we are going to learn about the logistic as a part of supply chain and management, logistic cost, different models, logistic subsystem, inbound and outbound logistics, bullwhip effect in logistics, distribution and warehousing management, purchasing and vendor management, centralized and decentralized purchasing, function of purchasing department, and purchase policy. use of mathematical model for vendor rating, evaluation, single vendor concept, management of stores, accounting for materials. So this is some large unit among the all fourth unit. In third unit, that is inventory management, we are going to learn about the concepts, various costs associated with inventory, various EOQ models, buffer stock, lead time reduction, reorder point, reorder level fraction, exercise, numerical problem solving, ABC, SDE, VED analysis, just-in-time, Kanban system of inventory management. So these are the some topics which we are going to learn in inventory management. In very last unit, that is recent issues in supply chain and management, we are going to learn about the role of computer and IT in supply chain management, CRM, that is customer relationship management versus supply uh, chain and management, benchmarking concept, features and implementation, outsourcing basic concepts, value addition in supply chain management concept of demand chain management. So these are some topics which we are going to discuss in these 4 units of supply chain and management. This will include the complete syllabus. In addition to these topics, we will also discuss about the case studies related to these topics in previous market values and activity details. As activity is proposed in every semester of our engineering courses, similarly the activity is also proposed in your course. So I have proposed activity, that is case study. And case study, I have given some examples that you can use these topics or you can do some work in these topics related to case study. First one is the key issues in supply chain and management. You can discuss about the various issues in supply chain and management. Second, this is the most important topic, that is bullwhip effect in logistics, ABC, SDE, VED analysis, and last one is the role of computers, IT in supply chain and management. So these are some topics for case study. You can select any one of the topic. I will give you some more topics in which you can do the case study. So this will be the activity for you in this semester. Now the main course objective of this subject is that globalization has become an undeniable part of the commerce over the last few decades. As large companies have grown fast to source labor and part from developing regions, and then to start selling in those same areas as they grew in wealth and buying power. Supply chains have had to keep in step, passing through numerous countries to obtain goods most efficiently and cost effectively, and growing more complex as a result. And on the other end, the supply chain grows more freight in order to deliver to countless countries for consumptions. For the larger companies, managing a supply chain can require dedicated teams in every area the supply chain touches. It's safe to say the supply chain management is both an art and a science. So actually the basic objective of this subject is that make you familiar about the total process that is going from the raw material to the final product, finishing product, and sending it to the market condition. इसका पूरा प्रोसेस बताना आप लोगों को इसका मेन इस कोर्स का ऑब्जेक्टिव है, और उस प्रोसेस में किस तरह से अपन प्रोडक्टिविटी को इंक्रीज कर सकते हैं, किस तरह से इकोनॉमी को इंक्रीज कर सकते हैं, किस तरह प्रॉफिट इंक्रीज कर सकते हैं. तो ये इस सब्जेक्ट का मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव होता है, इस कोर्स का मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव होता है. लर्निंग आउटकम्स की बात करें तो इसको इस सब्जेक्ट को पढ़ने के बाद जो है स्टूडेंट्स मस्ट बी एबल टू लर्न द वेरियस कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ सप्लाई चेन and how to manage the supply chain. This is the most important thing that a student must learn after this completion of this course. और इसके बाद क्या है, आपको यहाँ से कई सारे रिसोर्सेज पता चलेंगे, कई सारे डिफरेंट एस्पेक्ट्स पता चलेंगे कि किस तरह से हम क्या कर सकते हैं कि मैनेजमेंट को इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं. कि देखिए मैनेजमेंट के उसमें सिंपल सी बात है कि आपको किसी तरह से मैनेजमेंट की इकोनॉमी को इम्प्रूव करना है. तो हाउ यू कैन इम्प्रूव द इकोनॉमी? सिंपली बाई मैनेजिंग द सप्लाई चेन. और देखिए जिस कंपनी ने अच्छी तरह से वेल इफेक्टिवली सप्लाई चेन को मैनेज किया है उस कंपनी की ग्रोथ क्या हुई है, अच्छी ज्यादा हुई है, उसकी प्रोडक्टिविटी क्या हो गई है, इंक्रीज हो गई है. सो दीज आर सम लर्निंग आउटकम्स. रिसर्च स्कोप की बात करें तो इस सब्जेक्ट में बहुत सारे रिसर्च स्कोप हैं. अभी कई सारे मैं आप लोग को यहाँ पर लाइव एग्जांपल्स भी बताऊंगा और कई मतलब प्लांट के एग्जांपल्स भी बताऊंगा कि जिस तरह से प्लांट में सप्लाई चेन एंड मैनेजमेंट का इफेक्टिवली यूज करके उसको किस तरह से इम्प्रूव किया गया है. तो रिसर्च स्कोप को एक्चुअली यहाँ पर अपन दूसरे टर्म में लेके चलते हैं कि क्या करेंगे, किसी कंपनी का वहां पर अपन देखेंगे कि उस कंपनी का क्या ड्रॉबैक आ रहा है, उसका क्या डिसएडवांटेजेस हो रहे हैं, और किस तरह से उसकी सप्लाई चेन को इम्प्रूव करके हम उसके इकोनॉमी को इंक्रीज कर सकते हैं. दिस ऑल वी विल डन इन दिस रिसर्च स्कोप ऑफ दिस सब्जेक्ट. रेफरेंसेस की बात करें तो देखिए यहाँ पर कुछ सब्जेक्ट ये बुक्स दी हुई हैं, आप इन बुक्स को प्रेफर कर सकते हो. दिस बुक्स आर एज पर द सिलेबस ऑफ योर शिवाजी यूनिवर्सिटी, और इन बुक्स को आप प्रेफर करके जो है सप्लाई चेन को पढ़ सकते हो. और इसके अलावा जो है मैं आप लोगों को कुछ नोट्स भी प्रोवाइड करूंगा सप्लाई चेन एंड मैनेजमेंट से रिलेटेड. उम्मीद है कि सप्लाई चेन एंड मैनेजमेंट का काफी कुछ आप लोगों को आइडिया लग गया होगा इस टॉपिक से, इस वीडियो से, और अपन इसको पढ़ना नेक्स्ट वीडियो से अपन टॉपिक्स को स्टार्ट कर देंगे पढ़ना. Until then, thank you very much from my side.